Don, I know you're a guy that loves restoring old race cars and cars in general. Do you have any restoration projects you're currently working on or looking to get started soon?
Well, we have several projects at the shop. It's just myself and Ray and occasionally Larry, and we don't do anything for outside. As they say, we don't do any customer cars, but we always have one or two projects going. Currently, I'm building another street rod, which I love. I doing a chopped 34 Ford with a big Buick Nailhead V8 in it, so I'm pretty excited about that. But the thing that I'm more excited about is 50 years ago, when we were still actively drag racing. In fact, I was working for Roger, and he kind of frowned on the fact that I had a race car of my own. He used to tell me all the time, "What's the matter with you? We got all kinds of race cars here you can work on. What do you want to be working on something else on your time off?" But anyway, we had a 1956 Chevrolet station wagon that we drag raced that became a very, very successful piece. And the guy that I was in partners with had been a friend of mine for quite some time, and he was a young man, considerably younger than I, and he wanted to build this car, and we built it, raced it, set records with it. We're extremely successful, but as history will tell you, Roger didn't think it was a good idea, so eventually I had to sell it, and so it just went away. I didn't think about it anymore. I mean, it was a lot of fun doing it, but it went away. And about 6 months ago, a friend of mine, Wally McCarty, called me up and said, "Hey, Don, I think that old station wagon that you and Maneri used to race is on eBay." I said, "You gotta be kidding me." Now you gotta picture this, that was 50 years ago. And I got on the internet, which I very rarely do, and we looked up, and sure enough, it was the car. And it turned out that it was in Chicago, and it still was in the family of the guy that I originally sold it to. And a lot of it was just the way we left it. Of course, it didn't have the same engine or transmission or any of that stuff, but the car was there. And needless to say, I bought it back, and we are now in the process of restoring it, but not to take anything away. We want to preserve as much of the original car as we possibly can. Even the paint and the decals and stuff, we're still on it. So it's a pretty exciting piece right now, and that's something that I really enjoy doing.